All right, we are back with this again. And the reason is Dylan isn't going to be back for the next stream. So it is, what is today? Is today Wednesday? I think today is Wednesday. Yeah, so Dylan isn't going to be back for the next Friday stream. I figured I would just finish this up. I don't think it's going to take more than one stream, but we'll see. It could surprise me. And then on Friday, I don't know what we'll do. Try to find something fun to do. But I wanted to get this finished first, and I'm still chasing that stupid stream 7 times a month thing, which isn't it's I got it up to 6, and then now I looked today and it's back down to 5. I think it's just because I'm not quite getting the time period in right. But I don't know, I'll get there eventually. I don't even know if I really care. Or, like, I should say, I don't know if I should care. Because I'm not sure getting affiliate is actually going to be that useful. But it's a bar to fill, so, like, I might as well. Alright, just we're back. Hold on, let me just adjust my windows. Gives you a subscribe button. I mean, I guess that's... Yeah, so... it does the can't speak. So it does the subscribe button, and hold on, why am I getting a... Where's my phone? Yeah, so it does the subscribe button, and does it, like, what's the ad situation? What's the ad situation once you're an affiliate? Because I kind of... sorry, cat on my desk. I kind of don't... I talked about this... Was it previous stream? On another stream, I talked about this, where I'm like... I don't really want ads to be shown if I can help it, but if they're going to show ads anyway, I might as well get money from them. That's sort of my feeling. Oh, we're all the way back here. Wasn't there an entire chase bit that I did? Or did I get a shortcut back here? I'm trying to remember. But anyway, if a platform's going to show ads anyway, like, well, might as well get money from the ads, but I don't like ads. Also, I know this is a really strange time to be streaming. I'm expecting I'm not going to have that many viewers. Oh, it was the elevator, right? I'm not expecting to have that many viewers, since this is just sort of an off-the-cuff random stream. But I guess we'll see. Okay, so revenues. Yeah, I don't... There's strats to it, like running them so people don't get... Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever do partner, honestly. I looked at the requirements and it's like, I am not gonna stream 12 days a month. It's just not gonna happen. I know if this were... Oh, where's my... There we go. Gotta remember how this game works. One-liners, that's right. We have one-liners. What was I saying? If this were... That was actually a pretty... Oh, it's really hard to aim at them when they get close. I can't even really explain why. It just feels really weird. What was I saying? Oh, if this were my full-time job, and I was trying to make this my full-time job, I would probably go for that. I mean, obviously I'd go for that, but, like, it's not my full-time job. So, I mean, even trying to get the... What is... Oh, hold on, my stream. My stream is unstable. Why is my stream unstable? I don't think I'm downloading things. How's it look? How does the stream look to people? Looks good? Alright. We'll just go with it then. Yeah, it looks good. So how many people watching right now watched the first rabbit hole stream? I'm curious. Since this is a completely different day and it's like the time when most people are at work. Ah.
Fuck did you want to bite?
Nada. No one. So everyone watching is just coming in the middle. Honestly, if you come in the middle of this game, you really haven't. I mean, you have missed things, but it's not like the what you think is happening is probably what's happening, if that makes sense. You know, it's like a Silent Hill wannabe town. You got an evil cult, missing daughter. I think there was a missing daughter at least. Was there a missing daughter, or was it just his wife? I can't remember now. Hold on. Is there... Oh my god. Okay, I might be completely imagining this, but I feel like I think there's a tiny bit of crosshair bloom. And that the crosshair grows a little bit when you're moving. I think. Yeah, I swear it grows a little bit when you're moving, but it's just a tiny amount. So that, like, almost nothing, but I swear it does it. Oh, there's a dude there. So that's going to be a solution to a puzzle of some sort. I think I remember the the Hat Man, Shadow Ward man, comes chasing me. There he be. So then this is like a chase scene. With no chase music. Oh, no, I will just die. All right. Let's do that again, but better. Okay, it was his daughter and ex-wife. And the ex-wife, it seems like, is in on it. Big surprise. And so what you did miss, if you didn't watch the other stream, was some incredible cutscenes and dialogue. And I would highly encourage you to either play the game to witness them, or watch the first part, which is on my YouTube channel now, which I think is linked somewhere on here. But it's worth seeing the cutscenes, even if you just scrub through the VOD just to find wherever there's a cutscene. The dialogue and voice acting is amazing. This game's on Steam. It's I think $8, which is pretty reasonably priced, I'd say. It's very janky. It's made by two guys, so it's definitely shows that it's made by two guys. But let's try sneaking up on him. Stealth kill. But it's fun. It's a fun little game, and I think it's priced well at $8, and definitely priced well if you get it on sale. I think I got it for like, I don't know, $1.50 or something like that. This is not the rabbit hole you were yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny to look over and keep watching the viewer count go up and down as people come in. They're like, what is this? Oh, come on. Yeah, there's... I think it's because there's a little bit of mouse smoothing, but the aiming feels kind of weird. Again, this definitely is an indie game, but it's not an asset flip. It's one of those games that it's like, it's above an asset flip, and I mean that in a good way. Not like it's not quite it's not really a hidden gem per se, but it's a good time. Especially on stream where other people get to witness it. Excuse me, just drinking some tea. His neck is bothering you? Why? I'm not sure I see it. What's the problem with his neck? Is it just because it's so flat? Oh, right, there's a guy. Oh, jeez. Yeah, aiming when they get close kind of sucks. Do I have a med kit that I'm not using because I'm an idiot? Yes, I do. Okay. Let's use that. Excuse me. Still a bit stuffy from that cold. It's taking a long time to... What am I doing? I should run this way. It's much faster. Oh, he does go Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're right! Oh, wow. Oh, the camera kind of doesn't know what to do if you ADS and then crouch. See what I mean? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, the flashlight is... I don't think I talked about this, but it's obviously emanating from the camera itself and not from the player, as you can see. Which is, once you notice it, you can't unsee it, but there is a good reason for doing that. I don't know if this was their reason for doing that, but I could see the reasoning being that if you have the flashlight attached to your character, when you get, like, this close to a wall or something, the flashlight is going to be useless. It's going to be just like shining this little pinprick on the wall if it was actually attached to the character. If you have it attached to the camera like that, you always have a nice wide flashlight beam. But at the same time, yeah, it looks really weird once you notice it. Tance, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I was trying to decide today between, do I stream or do I work? Because I only have a few hours a day where I'm not being a father, basically. So, well, a few hours during the day and then a few hours at night once the kids are asleep. So it's a question of, do I stream today or do I work today? And I decided to stream just to get this rounded out. Because I think it's only going to take one more stream to finish it. I think. If I were being a little more careful, I might have been able to sneak up on him.
Bastard.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I promise I'm not good at video games, but I am a better aim than this is making it look. Oh yeah, it could relate to... It could relate to that, although my feeling was actually that it's the opposite problem. Because if you had the bullets emanating from the gun, then, like, if you come up to a wall, you could still, like, shoot the wall. Or, I'm sorry, if you had the bullets emanating from the camera, then... So if you're in a situation like this, if the bullets were emanating from the camera, my shot should hit that other wall. No, they're emanating from the gun. I've never made a third-person shooter, so I don't actually know which is better. Because on the one hand, like, this kind of feels like I should be able to shoot him because I'm able to see around the corner. But realistically, it would hit the wall because my gun isn't around the corner. So I'm not sure which one's best there. Yeah, this game, it's kind of unknown, but... Hold on, there we go. I'd say it's done relatively well. For what it is, you know, $8 game from two guys with no marketing budget or anything of that description. I love this sort of... When I hate saying tier, this sort of tier of game, because that implies like quality tiers, but what I mean is, like, I like... Wasn't there a guy in here? It was that... Is that the... Oh, that's the room in here. What I mean more is it's like, this is... Oh. Let's see if I can sneak up on him. See how well this actually works if I try to play it stealthy. Doop-a-doop. He's just sort of moseying around. Come on, dude. Yeah, I don't know if this is really gonna work. Let's just pop him. Oh, I hear it.
Now, this can't fucking calm down. Then I'll call you, bitch.
shoot. Like I said, I promise I am a better shot than this. It looks like I am.
Gets in my way.
Did I play Total Chaos? I only played a bit of it. Okay, no. Didn't Mr. Hatman show up? Yeah, there he is. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's run for it now. Go faster, please. Is this the room? Yes. Okay, I remember this from last stream, and we were really hoping to get the shotgun before the end of the stream, but it didn't happen. So, anyway, I played a little bit of Total Chaos. I should play more, I just got distracted. Right, this is... Let's see... Yeah, this is the cult leader dude or something like that.
Robbie, go ahead.
Gonna be honest, I'm not that interested in the story of this game.
Robbie, do you
Got some...
copy?
I think I said last stream, some Doom 64 hanging meat parts.
It seems like there's no connection.
That was me whenever I tried, like, before I met my wife in school, whenever it was like, hey, try flirt. Oh my gosh. I do not like the close range combat in this. Something is really off about... Oh, I'm all the way back here. Is there a melee I'm forgetting about? There is a dive. Wonder if I can dive... let me make sure... I don't think there was a kick or punch button. Yeah, there's just the roll, which could... Maybe the roll will stagger enemies? I would also like to know what the latest is with the Iron Lung movie, actually. It's absolutely still coming out. It's actually very close to being done, last I heard. But Mark is a consummate perfectionist, I would say. So the time is being taken to make sure that it's as good as it can be. So I can get fists out, but I can't punch with them. They're just an empty hand. But yeah, I'm actually waiting to get a text back from Mark about some movie stuff. I think usually the way it has worked so far is that if he's just completely radio silent and I haven't heard from him in weeks, it means that... Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the worst part about this game, to be honest, is when enemies get close, the combat just falls apart, and it's for a couple reasons. First of all, it's due to the weird aiming. Second of all, it's because your character starts getting stun locked, and third, it's really weird to hit them. Like the hit registering seems off, almost like it's clipped into their hitbox or something. But anyway, yeah. So usually when I've on this movie so far, when I haven't heard from Mark in weeks and I haven't seen anything happening, or usually that means that there's an immense number of things happening that are taking all of his time and concentration. Yeah, see what I mean? I should try rolling. Okay, that might be the intended way of dealing with close range problems. Because that did seem to stagger her. Oh, yeah, yeah, I didn't announce it on Discord. Maybe I should. Maybe I will. I just feel bad. Hold on. I'm getting the link. I just feel bad always pinging people, and I haven't gotten the roles set up. Or asked anyone to get the roles set up, and that's really on me. Finding the server. I just don't want to be annoying. But yeah, I haven't seen people complain about it either. So maybe it's not a big deal. I don't know. Sometimes there are things where you don't hear complaints about them, but there's this silent, like this silent group of, not silent majority, but like people are silently annoyed by it, and you won't hear anything about it, and then suddenly one person speaks up, and then there's like dozens of people being like, yeah, that annoys me too, or yeah, that sucks. So I guess I'm just trying to head that off, but I don't like this, but it's not enough. Yeah, exactly. That's really frustrating to deal with games, also, with making games.
Robbie, go ahead. Do you copy?
Like, there are...
Robbie, do you copy?
There's a more sort of analog fail state to making games, and really any creative project, than just people hate it or people love it. Can't see the door. So sometimes it's like, okay, everyone, so here's an example, and this is a little difficult to talk about without giving people the wrong idea, so I want to be very clear that this is not an ego thing in any way. But a great example would be Chop Goblins, where it has a very high score on Steam, very good number of reviews on Steam, just about everyone loves it. I have never heard anybody... I don't think I've ever heard anybody bring that, or seen anybody bring that game up in places like Reddit, like Boomer Shooter Reddit, or Twitter, or Discord discussions, or like, people don't really talk about it. And that's its own sort of fail state in a way. Which is not to say that Chop Goblins failed, because it didn't. It did pretty much exactly what I thought it would, in a good way. But that's an example of, like, no one is coming to me and saying, hey, here's the problems with this game, but there's evidences, little bits of evidence where it's like, this didn't quite land with people in a way that makes them remember it and want to recommend it to other people. And that's something you're never going to hear from someone. You just have to try and figure out if that's the case, and try and figure out why. So anyway, that's a bit of a rabbit trail while playing Rabbit Hole. And I'm not saying like, oh, well, this game deserved to have more people talk about it or anything like that. Like I said, I think the game did great for what it was, but it's something I've been thinking about. I've noticed it just in general. It's like, there aren't... The word of mouth isn't quite there to the extent, to some of the stuff I've done lately, to the extent that I'd be comfortable with. That's something I'm kind of thinking about, is like, is there something I can do about this?
Burial ground.
Is, you know, what is it that would be more inspiring to people about a game? More inspire people to want to talk about it? Stuff like that. It's just, that's kind of what I've been thinking about. It's not a, oh, people should be talking about these more. It's more like a, well, I want to make games, and I kind of have to make games that people want to talk about and tell other people about. So that's a very important part of me being able to continue making games, is figuring out how to do that consistently, if that makes sense. Yeah, Chop Goblins was... hold on, there's a bunch of stuff I'm looking at. Yeah, Chop Goblins was specifically made to be able to be completed in one sitting. That was like the driving idea behind it, was make a full campaign mushed down into one sitting. Try and figure out how to do that in a satisfying way. So Squirrel Stapler's a... Hold on one sec. Okay, so so I can dodge, and that helps a little bit. Still gets right up on me.
Did you want to buy
To be perfectly fair, though, this is a survival horror game-ish. Hey! Look at this. So, having some clunkiness to the combat is part of the deal, and maybe even a good idea in some cases. Anyway. Yeah, I think I overshot with Chop Goblins a little bit. I did really want to make it fall into the 30 to 40 minute mark for most people, but it seems like it's more around an hour, which is still fine, but I really wanted to try and condense it as much as possible, and it didn't quite hit that mark, but it's whatever. Anyway, Squirrel Stapler is a tough one to kind of piece together because it released originally as part of a DreadX collection and did have a pretty fair amount of word of mouth as part of that collection, at least relative to other things in the collection. And the standalone release that I recently did, it makes perfect sense that wouldn't have much sort of groundswell behind it because the game already released in a way. The standalone release is much improved, but it already released. All of the TikTok memes or whatever were already made. People have kind of moved on to something else in terms of online, online buzz. And then Pony Factory is maybe a similar case. I don't know. Both of those are kind of hard to really know because I knew neither of them was going to be that huge. I mostly wanted to do the standalone releases first to fix some of the issues with them, and second to have those back under my control in a way. I mean, the versions in the DreadX collections are still available to play, but I wanted to have, like, if you search my name, I wanted those to come up, if that makes sense. I wanted to have them back in sort of that grouping of stuff I've released, just for practical reasons. Yeah, and it's not a very powerful, like, selling narrative. To be like, yeah, this is the game you already bought, it's just better. Not at least not for a game that's only like a year or two old. People love remasters, especially right now, but it's a game that's only a few years old is not that powerful of a prospect to remaster or to re-release. I've toyed around with Godot a little bit. And right now I can't because any time that I'm spending doing game dev stuff is going to be working in Unity because I'm finishing up Butcher's Creek. Oh dear. Oh, I hope I had a oh, that's bad checkpoint placement. Oof. Yeah, there really should have been a checkpoint, I think, after the chase scene. Okay, let's try and actually do this correctly. I don't want to have to replay this again. Sizable run back, yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited to be able to get back to working in Godot, because I really liked what I used of it, but can't yet. Have to finish up Butcher's Creek, and I keep being like, especially since as covered in a video, the code base for Butcher's Creek is just a mess.
Motherfucker gets in my way.
Do I actively work on New Blood titles too? Not really right now. I'm still a little bit involved with Gloomwood, but I had to kind of step away from that just because I have less time now than I did a few years ago, and I had to make a choice between stuff. So like with Gloomwood, when we started out Gloomwood, it was basically just me and Dylan working on it, and then now at this point there's a whole team of people working on that game, and a lot of the roles that I was filling are being filled better by other people anyway. And it was getting so I don't have the time or the mental energy or whatever you want to call it to work on Gloomwood and other projects, which I did when I started Gloomwood, but I don't now. So I had to choose between the two. But like I said, I'm still involved with it. I try to check in on what's going on as regularly as I can and give feedback, but ultimately it is, and always has been, primarily Dylan's game. Let's see. If you were to become a zombie, what type of zombie would I be? You have to finish a game, time to work on it? Yeah, so that's the thing I'm trying not to fall into. Because I did fall into that for a few years. Where it's like, oh, I don't want to finish this right now. Okay. I'll start this other and then I ended up with a whole bunch of unfinished prototypes. And yeah. And then the whole Unity thing happened and I've had to dump most of those prototypes. So I'll do some videos or streams showcasing them. There's showcasing a few of them. There's let's see, like 2, 3 that would be interesting to show. Yeah, Gloomwood's on Unity.
Robbie, go ahead. Do you copy? Robbie, do you copy? Come
I think
in.
releasing a game on Steam for free is worth the $100.
It seems like there's no connection.
I personally don't think you should release a game for free on Steam unless you have a really good reason for wanting it to be free, like as a student project or something like that. Let's heal up. But I think you should always, like, I've never regretted charging money for a game, but I have regretted not charging money for a few games, is what I mean. So, I would say you should make it like 99 cents or something. And if you feel like it's not, like, the value isn't even there at 99 cents, honestly, I would say you might want to rethink releasing it on Steam. Not that you can't release it on Steam, but like, I think just about anything you release on Steam should at least be worth 99 cents. And I think that if you're a developer who's releasing a finished game that you think people will want to pay for, you should ask for money for your work. Yeah, exactly. If it's not worth 99 cents, put it on itch. That's what itch is for, and itch is great at that. Or if you have a really good reason, like it's a student project or something like there are reasons for releasing something for free, but I think your default should be, if it's worth money, you charge money for it.
You burn in hell.
Doesn't 99 cents feel low quality for the consumer? That's a good question. Pricing is this whole, like, arcane art, and I still do not have the hang of it. And considering the number of games I've released, that makes me think that you never get the hang of it. Because I still feel like I have no idea what I'm doing when I price games. And I go and look at other similar games, and I think long and hard about it, and like, can I charge this much, even if it's only this many hours? What if the hours are really quality hours? What if this, and this? Yeah, it's, I don't know. So I remember going in here. Yeah, and there's nothing in there except for this VCR. No, you can't. The thing that I'm pretty strongly against is the idea of assigning a monetary value to a game based on its playtime. And I can see the reasons why someone might do that, especially if you're, like, younger or you don't have a lot of money to spend on games. That's reasonable, but in my case, I don't really care about the... well, I inversely care about the length of games in what I buy. Like, if it's not a From Software game, and it's like, hey, this is going to be a 40-hour, 60-hour playthrough, I am less likely to buy that than I would be something that's like an hour or 2 hours. So that's why a lot of what I make is short. because first of all, I'm kind of work better in a short time frame, like as a developer. Or not. There. But second of all, like, those are the games I'd want to play also. I want more games that are like, yeah, this only takes you 2 to 3 hours to beat, or like it's a 1 hour game, but it's a really densely packed, like, good 1 hour. I don't think every game should be that way. I just like to see more of those than there are. Let's see. Did repricing Iron Lung impact your sales projections by a lot? It's a bit hard to tell. I think so. I do think it had a bit of a cooling effect on sales, but that's really hard to say for sure because there hasn't been a good period of time with Iron Lung where there isn't something unusual affecting the sales. There was, after launch, it blew up on YouTube. Then there was the whole movie thing, and then every time there's been something new about the movie, of course, it gets a bump in sales. And then there's also, oh yeah, the chemistry. Okay, this is about where we stopped last time. And there's also the fact that there are constant Steam sales happening. So it's kind of hard to say definitively, but it does seem like there was a cooling effect on sales, which I knew was a possibility, and I took that gamble because my gamble is that will be made up when the movie comes out. If it isn't, I'm not going to be destitute. It still sells very well. Okay, there's the hat guy. What did I accomplish up there? I feel like I didn't accomplish anything up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to get a bump when the... So is that? Yeah, okay. He is coming after me. Good to know. Let's just climb up here. So this guy is our Mr. X, I guess. I would have thought I'd have a checkpoint by now, but that's where I stopped last stream. Okay. Right. There's that thing. Mr. Y, yeah. You can see on the back end when sales are coming up for Steam. You can also make your own sales if you want to. You can participate in the week-long sales if you want to, which I've decided to start doing that more now. I used to do that with my old game. I would do, like, almost every week or two, I would try to have one of my old games in the week-long sales. And now I'm probably going to start mixing in Chop Goblins and Iron Lung into that. Okay, well, I hear the chase music. Although I guess if he's over here now, maybe I can run back down the hall. Make you mod? How do I do that? How do I do that here? Oh, here we go. There, you're a mod. That was really easy, actually. Yeah, lots of small games. Well, they do have a lot of ways of managing your Steam library, though. It's just that they take time to actually organize and stuff. So yeah, it certainly can start clogging things up. So I'm gonna try going over here now that the dude. Okay, I think those are my footsteps. Oh yeah, Grandma Minya, you should probably have mod also. There you go. Let's see. But what if... Hold on, what is this about? Oh, what if I released my game for a reasonable $5 or $10, and on sales it would cost like $1 or less? Is that what I'm looking at? No. So, yeah, that's the other thing you have to take into account, is that your game is going to be worth less a lot of the time than what you're, because a lot of people wait for sales to buy it. So you have to add some. Dave Oshry's advice has always been to add $5 to what you'd want to charge. I don't think you can really do that when you start getting down to games under $10, because I think Iron Lung is worth probably around, like, if everyone bought the game just the asking price, I'd say probably more like $7, but I rounded up to $8 because of sales. If I added $5 to that, I think people would be really mad. I don't know. Anyway. It's this whole art that no one really understands it. And it's always changing too, is the problem. Like if Dusk happened now, that would have been a $30 release and it wouldn't have had multiplayer. Probably. Or at the very least, what got released would have been $30 now. But back when Dusk released, or when Dusk was, when did we? Was it 20 in early? No, it was like less in early access, wasn't it? I don't remember. But anyway, prices have gone up a little bit since then, which is good for the most part for developers.
Bastard. Come to daddy.
Oh, Lord.
The fuck did you fuck off? Now get some rest.
Okay. Let's try and look around here without the Hat Man. So, I don't know how itch does. In a year, or not a year, a decade ago, I would have said itch doesn't really sell games. Ooh, I know what to do with this. Airdorf, though, who made Faith, he said, aha, yep, he is. He said itch did really well for him. So, let's see, there's a, okay. Toilet there. The room there. I'm gonna have to lose this guy first, I think. Wonder if he dynamically walks around, or if that was triggered by me getting the wrench. Is he still coming? Yes. He walks slow enough, I might actually be able to... Might be able to get into some of these rooms and just look around. I didn't immediately see anything there, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Yeah, I don't know. Don't really have the time. I'll just go back up in the ceiling. Oh yeah, Kira sells games on itch also. I did have Iron Lung on itch. I had to take my paid stuff off of itch because there was some weird credit card issue or something that I couldn't get fixed. And I just haven't had a chance to look more into that. Ultra Kill was on itch? That can't be the current version of Ultra Kill, is it? Yeah, that sounds like my experiences, Delocop. For me, the amount of money that itch brings in was not enough for me to immediately need to put those games back up. I should get around to dealing with the credit card issue or whatever it is, but yeah, itch for me has not moved many copies. Oh, is it? Itch is really easy to release a game on compared to Steam. Okay, it's not this. So it's probably in that room I woke up in, and I still don't think I have a checkpoint, right? Yeah, it's this is the thing that for some reason is always glossed over about Steam, which is that discoverability on Steam is hard, but it is universes above every other storefront, in that there's actually discoverability tools on Steam. They actually have, like, you're in the walking. Yeah, there he is. And that's the thing, is like these other platforms don't really have much of that. Okay, this is gonna be rough because he's gonna box me in here. Well, at least I oh, I got a checkpoint there. Okay, good. So that came off. Probably have to go back into the attic then, maybe? Okay, that used up the wrench, so I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Okay, juking him isn't that bad. Maybe I should... Maybe I should take the elevator, actually. I think I'm gonna take the elevator. It does have a juke button, yes. What's this? Sort of a juke button. Yeah, I'm going to circle around here and try using the elevator and see if that throws him off a bit. Though I suspect he just teleports to the two different areas, because there isn't really a way to, like, there isn't a way for him to walk between them. Is juke not a word that people are familiar with? Oh yeah, oh lord. Okay, he just teleports. Alright. Just haven't heard it in a while. Okay, is that like a old person thing to say? Okay, yeah, he's easy to run around, thankfully. Sorry, I'm trying to look at chat while I'm running. Okay, I'll try going into some of these rooms now. Whoa! That person had a procedure. Don't know. They have a card in their mouth. I'll risk it. There's the number. Was I just in here? No. Ah. Ooh! Shotgun, finally! Alright, where is he? Let's get the shotgun out. Oh, that draw animation! Can I move this? No. Ah! Tape. Good. Is he just gone now? I like, as far as non-threatening enemies that just walk towards you. I loved Mr. X in the RE2 remake, honestly. I thought that was a brilliant piece of design because he's basically a moving navigational concern. And for me, the whole fun of classic survival, like classic Resident Evil survival horror, is having to make those decisions about like what path you take, what resources you'll need to take that path, you know, what you can leave behind and take and stuff. And he's just like a constant dynamic changing thing that plays into that, and I thought that was awesome. Okay, did I? So I know I have that tape, and I remember where to play that. I'm just... Oh, jeez. Ah, it's one of these puzzles. Okay. How does that help me? Oh, then they drop the card. Okay. Come here, bud. Right, good thing I checked in that room. Have I checked in here already? Yeah, this has the number. Oh, yeah, the unkillable monster in Amnesia, the bunker is like the... Yeah, they're like the platonic ideal unkillable enemy. So good. That game is so good. It's a shame that that game came out in one of the most loaded up years for gaming ever, because I think any other year it would have been like the sleeper hit of that year. It's so good. Tea. Yeah, they cheat with Mr. X a tiny bit, but yeah, for the most part, he really is just roaming around. And you can be like, okay, he's over here now. Or you can be like, I'll go make noise over it here. So then he's going to walk over there, and then that leaves me free. But then what routes do I take to get back there? It's just, it's great. I love that game. They just nailed it so much with the RE2 remake. And yeah, the bunker is just... I don't like Amnesia games, okay? I'm not really a big fan of them. The bunker is by far my favorite thing. It's by far my favorite Amnesia game, and it's probably my favorite thing Frictional's ever made. And one of the best indies survival horror adjacent games that's available, I think. It's really good. It's like if you took... I mean, there's obviously a heavy... oh, what am I doing? I need to go to the tape room. There's obviously a heavy Alien Isolation influence there, but there's some nice immersive sim elements. There's some survival horror elements, and there's some Amnesia. It's fantastic. Oh yeah, and I have that key card too. Yeah, RE4 remake is awesome also. I still need to finish it.
How's the recording started? Professor, speak to the camera. So, let's start. Today's lecture is devoted to iron chloride. The substance has a wide application range. It is used in chemical production, radio engineering, and smithery. Furthermore, the substance can be used to research secret or historical archival records. It is used as a chemical developer or a so-called invisible ink.
Oh.
However, today we will discuss how to make a ferric chloride solution in a laboratory environment. So, to prepare the solution,
I'm gonna get the screenshot button ready.
In strict sequence.
Right.
Iron turnings, hydrochloric acid,
Screenshot.
hydrogen peroxide,
There we go.
distilled water. The solution should be carefully mixed to obtain the best effect.
Nice. That's a nice little survival horror puzzle. I thought it was going to be a like chemical mixing mini game. I mean, it kind of is, I guess, but yeah, I took a screenshot of it also. So, what is turning the zombies in this? They explained it on the last stream. They explained it, and it was really confusing. It was like they're from another dimension or something real weird, where it's like they're from a version of our dimension, or a different version of our dimension, but I don't know if the implication is that they are from the zombie dimension, or if it's that them coming over here, it made them all messed up. I don't know. It was kind of weird. Explaining the horror ruins the horror. Yes, I agree. That's why I made Iron Lung. Because I'm... Okay, what is... Oh, this... No. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that would. Since I browse Reddit every so often now, and I was like, oh, I wonder what people are saying about Iron Lung. And there was some thread from a year ago where it was like, Iron Lung is the most overrated piece of shit game. I'm like, yeah, that, that tracks. And then I stopped looking at Reddit. Right. Do I just... Oh, geez. I have to remember the... Here, hold on. Let me bring up the screenshots. Come on, screenshots. There we go. Iron turnings, hydrochloric acid, hydrogen peroxide, and distilled water. So, iron turnings. What are iron turnings? Fe is iron, right? So I am not a chemist. So that's what... No, that's not water. That's water. That is... Is that hydrogen peroxide? Fe is iron. Okay. So let's add some iron shavings, right? Iron turnings. Hydrochloric acid. Is that H2O2? No, it would have... Chloric would be chlorine, so it'd be HCl, right? Oh, peroxide is H2O2. Okay. Hydrogen peroxide. Okay, not... sorry, that's what I meant. Hydrogen peroxide. This just sound... Yeah, I'm not good at this stuff. I'm sorry. Okay, hydrochloric acid, would that be HCl? And then hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. You know that one. HCI? HCl, right? And then it was hydrogen peroxide. Now, I don't know what this is going to accomplish. And then water. I love that sound. The glass clinking sound is very satisfying. Yeah, I'll take a swig of it for good luck. And then we need to mix it. Oh. Okay. Ah! Interesting. Interesting. That must be for a... So... How do I see that map? So 5... 2... Can I switch pages on the map? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Yeah, it uncovered... What is that suspicious white package beside me? That? That's a towel. Is this a Breaking Bad? So, I have seen exactly one single episode of Breaking Bad, which was the pilot. I have seen nothing else of Breaking Bad, just the pilot episode. Here's Stompy. Music's trying to come in. I'll just try running. Because I'm gonna try using the card on... I think it's this door over here. Card? Okay. What the heck? What the heck? Uh, um, is it always the same pattern? What is... Oh, these puzzles are never fun. Okay, there we go. I hear him stompity stomping. I can get through here. Oh, awesome. I know what that's for. Okay. Still don't have anything for that. Okay, I need to go up the ladder. That's right. Yeah, all these rooms are circular. This game keeps surprising me because in a lot of ways it does, like, I talked about this last stream too. If you spend time going through the depths of Steam, you're going to run into a lot of games that look exactly like this in terms of the shininess, the graphical fidelity. It sort of has that weird uncanny valley. It's better looking than a PS3 game, but not as good looking as a PS5 game. You know, like, and anyway, you'll run into a lot of games that have this sort of vibe, and almost always that is signaling it's an asset flip. This is not an asset flip. It does use purchased assets, pretty obviously, but it's not an asset. It's kind of midway between. You have at the bottom, you have at the very bottom, you have asset flips. That's when someone takes like that'd be like a FPS creation plugin and uses one of the default levels that come with that and then just puts it on Steam. And those, even to me, as someone, I love bad games, janky games, weird games, low budget games. I love that stuff. Asset flips have almost no redeeming value. At that point, you're not even looking at someone's attempt to express themselves or to do something. You are literally looking at a sort of gentrified, like those plugins. They make it so it's like this could be put in this is sort of like the every game. They're examples. They're like, okay, here's the every game. You got your M16 or not M16. You got your like AK-47 and your M4. And you can ADS, you can throw a grenade, like all that. They make it to be like a sort of game you would see on a TV show. And someone taking that and packaging it up and selling it has almost no redeeming value. So that's absolute bottom of the barrel. Above that, you have the actual handmade games, handmade assets that are absolutely terrible. Those have value. That's like Mad Sector. Mad Sector is awesome. That game is almost impossible to actually play, but it seems to have been entirely handmade. Those are great. And then above that, we have something like this, where this obviously uses a lot of pre-made assets. It looks very generic as a result, which is unfortunate, but it's pretty well put together, all things considered, and pretty enjoyable. And for me, I'm being constantly surprised by it because it does look enough like an asset flip that my brain's expectations are absolutely on the floor. So when there's something like, okay, you got the guy chasing you, and every room that he can chase you through has been designed to have a circle in it so you can get past him. That's smart. That's good design. That's something you don't see in an asset flip. Or the fact that guy is here at all in this hospital, and the hospital has been designed to work with him, and it's been designed so that you can do these runs to the different rooms and get the stuff and come up here, and it's good. It's well designed. Yeah, I don't know that I can back this up with any hard evidence, but I feel pretty strongly that it's better to have a game that looks like absolute garbage than to have a game that looks like it could be an asset flip. And I mean better in practical terms, in terms of I think that you are more likely to grab somebody and have them want to take a chance buying your game if it looks like garbage. Because then at least they know that this is something that someone actually tried on. if that makes sense. And that's not, I'm not I don't think that this game would necessarily be any better if it looked more like everything was handmade. What am I doing again? Oh, right. But I feel like anything that looks like it was something unique somebody made is going to be more of a positive for that game and its chances of selling than to look quote-unquote good. Because it's real easy to put something up on Steam that looks relatively good. Like, obviously, you can tell when something's an asset flip sometimes, when it's like the assets don't match, blah, 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 and all. But sometimes it can be really hard. And when it's a game that it's like, oh, this actually looks like it has relatively current graphical fidelity, and there's like 10 reviews. And then... Oh, wait. Did I not turn the wheel? I thought that would turn this... Let me go check again. Hi, dude. I'm not gonna wait for the elevator. But like I said, I have no hard evidence to back that up. That is entirely guesswork on my part. And that is one of several reasons why everything that I make looks like someone who doesn't know how to do art made it. Because I think it's important for several reasons, and that's one of them, that I think it's important that I do my own art. Then I custom make stuff. Okay, so I did turn that, right? I don't have any more items. I guess let's go check some of those... Yeah, we'll go check some of those rooms that I just sort of ran through while he was chasing me and see if... Oh, there are now those numbers on my map. Oh, I don't have a map for here. I don't know if those correspond to the numbers in... I don't think they do correspond to the numbers I was seeing in the environment. Because there are a couple numbers lust. Is that a clue? That might be a clue. There's numbers painted around the environment. What I'm guessing is that each number on the map is going to lead you to a room that has a number written in it, and the numbers on the map are telling you what order the numbers in the environment are going to go in on, I don't know, something. A keypad of some sort or something like that. That's just a guess, though. Yep, I hear him. Yep, here he comes. Alright. What's my health? I have full health, so... So I may take some risks here, because I want to make sure I've gotten everything. Ooh! Okay.
Looks like
there we go.
Washed down the pipes.
I remember there was some note that had to do with a sink. So it's not here. Going to go back by the elevator, I think. I think that'll be the quickest. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, I love Steam's new overlay stuff. It's great. Yeah, so one of the other big reasons... One of the other big here we go. There we go. Okay. Not a bad... That wasn't a bad multi-stage puzzle. Is he coming down the stairs? Yeah, so we're gonna have to get past him. Yes? No, there's... I'll just do this. Oh, he got me. So there's the argument to be made, which I think is a very fair argument, that if you are making a game that's supposed to look somewhat photorealistic, why would you not use purchased assets? Here we go. There's the code. Oh, this one isn't a circle. Oh, did he walk past me? Let's see. So now would be the time to start finding all of those numbers. Anyway, there's an argument to be made that if you're making a game that's supposed to look somewhat photorealistic, why would you not purchase assets? Like, a photorealistic, realistic-looking AK-47 is always going to look the same. So why would you hire someone to do that, or do it yourself, when you could just buy someone that's already made? And that's a very reasonable argument to make. But I also feel that if... Okay. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, we're going to use... I think it's paused right now, isn't it? Yes, it pauses during this. Okay. So, where is the note? Not the timer. Notes. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is how this puzzle's gonna go. And this was 6. No. 5 was 6. Okay. Let's as well pin this, I guess, huh? My feeling is that if you are making a game that and everything in it looks generic enough that it could be in any other game, then there is a problem. And I don't mean that as like a artistically speaking, like you're not doing what you should. I think that's going to be a problem just for straight up selling the game. 2 is 3. Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to heal now. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's the only ones on this floor, so I'm gonna do a safety heal. He can't enter because maybe actually, maybe he can't. Yeah, I'm impressed with how well this encounter is working. This obviously isn't the most polished or showy way to do this sort of thing of having a big menacing creature taste you, but it's worked pretty well. I haven't gotten unfairly stuck somewhere. He hasn't killed me in a way that feels like it's unfair or frustrating. It's working pretty well. I don't know. What's the other, this reminds me of, in a way, of Witch Hunt. I don't know if anyone's played that game, which is another game that looks a heck of a lot like it could be an asset flip, and very much isn't. And that one's especially funny because it comes from a dev who did a game before that called, oh, what was it called? Gynophobia, which is basically a shitpost asset flip. And then he made Witch Hunt, which is awesome. Not a prop hunt game. It's a horror hunting game. And it's great. It's really fun. Has a great atmosphere. It's one of only a few games that... Okay, 1, 4. What number would 3 be, though? Let's go visit, though. It's one of only a few games that I know of that have you using old school, like, muzzleloader weapons in a first-person action game. Although it's not really an action game. It's, like I said, it's a hunting game. But it has kind of the same game design as Betrayer, where you have a pistol and you have a rifle and you have a saber. And the idea is that it takes you a while to reload each weapon, so you have to, like, shoot something with your pistol and then switch to your rifle, which has a load in it, and shoot them with that. And then if they're still not dead, you are going to have to use your saber. Okay, so 1 is 5. I hope I'm doing this right. Oh yeah, and they're doing Skinwalker Hunt, which I don't think I've played much of. Oh, this game is Unreal? I think this one's Unity, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Witch Hunt is a little old now, but... Oh, you don't think it looks like an asset flip? Yeah, yeah, I guess maybe it is a few years old. I just remember when I first saw it, like, it looks like a lot of other games that I've seen. You're like, this looks a little too good. This could be just wholesale some example level from a plugin. But it isn't. Witch Hunt is awesome. Where's the number? 8. Okay, what was this one? 4. 4 is 8. We just need to figure out what 3 is. Which I don't think was... There's no 3 marked on here. May just have to guess. I don't know. Unless there's a pattern here. Sorry. Brain fart. Or unless there's one up here. There might be one up here. I'll look again. Yeah, it looks more like Unity to me just because Unreal has that the certain post-processing that it is on. It's whatever the Unreal default is, and people never turn it off. But I think it's Unity. Here, let me see what the process says. Control-Alt-Delete. That might help. No, it doesn't say. I was wondering if the process was going to have the Unity icon. Because if you don't change the icon, it'll just be the Unity icon. Yeah, there's... I can check the folder, yeah. Oh, man. What even is the Deadly Premonition engine? Was that some in-house thing that they did? Okay, I'm looking around for a number. If I don't find a number, that isn't the end of the world because I can just guess. Haven't seen any numbers around here. I may just try guessing. Or maybe there was a number written in the bank office or something. Oh, did Deadly Premonition use PhysX? What? That's kind of... Like the... wasn't that the, Is that the bank office? Or the doctor? Not bank office. What am I saying? Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's run there, I guess. Yeah, no 3 on this one. Oh, wait, would the 3 be downstairs? 3 might be downstairs. Go look. I wish you could see all the different parts of the map. Aha! Okay. 2. 3 is 2. All right. Yeah, PhysX was that, the GPU accelerated thing. Or still is, isn't it? I don't know. I just remember back in, what was that, late 2000s? Yeah, late 2000s. That stuff looked incredible. Like cryostasis and Mirror's Edge, where Mirror's Edge had like the plastic actually ripping and coming apart dynamically, and cryostasis had all the water stuff. Yeah. 5, 3, 2, 8, 6. Yeah. All right. What do we got here? Hey, give me that key. Opens the hospital exit. Nice. Let's get rid of this now. Yes.
Hello? Who is this?
Daddy. Daddy, help me. They want to kill me.
Amy? Amy, where are you, sweetie?
I'm hiding at Wilson's farm. I saw how you were taken to the hospital, but then monsters came there. And the hooded people decided to bring us to the caves on the outskirts of the town. But I've managed to escape. I'm very scared.
Stay where you are. I'm coming.
Daddy, they're here. They're looking for me.
Amy, keep out of sight and wait for me. I'm coming. Amy? Amy!
Welp, so much for Amy. Yeah, there was at least one main guy working on Teardown before it was bought. Okay. That was a long level. Oh, I don't have a map here. Okay. What do we got here? A map. Perfect. All right. I don't think we are going to finish this in this stream, actually. Because I'm going to have to break off and go eat lunch. That kind of ruins my plan, because my plan was to end it, like, finish this today and then stream something else on Friday. Now it's awkward because I can't really stream this again on Friday because the Friday people who are theoretically only available on Friday won't have seen this part of it. Ooh, rifle cartridges. Can I go in here? No. Okay. Just making sure I've hoovered up all of the pickups and stuff. Which I believe I have. On the proprietary engine. That's amazing. All right, where are we on the map? At the giant health box. There's a church over there. There's a bunch of dead trees. There's cafe. There's another church. And a hotel, apparently. And some buildings. Okay. Hey! Oh, Deadly Premonition was started in 2004? Really? Okay. Got a rifle now. Hold on, watch the the switch animation is kind of funky. Right. I feel like the... Can I go through here? Yes. I feel like the weapon progression has been a bit odd.
Would you know by any chance how to get into the catacombs?
She isn't there. You need to go to the church. They're hiding the kids in there.
Which one? There's
They're
two.
feeding their energy to Kalungu. There is not much time left. You need to stop him. To do this, you have to steal the stone from Clayton and stop the flow. Only then can you kill Kalungu. While he feeds on their souls, he's invincible.
Amy's there? He's devouring her soul?
Yes, Sean. But everything can still be fixed if you hurry. Listen carefully. To get onto the church grounds, you will need 3 masks. The Mask of Sadness you will find in the clock tower at the city cemetery. The Mask of Happiness you will find
Screenshot
in the
this.
hotel. The guardian of this mask is crazy about puzzles, and maybe you'll be able to make a deal with him. To receive the Mask of Fear, you will need to offer up a sacrifice. There is an abandoned altar at the construction site. Some cult members used to gather there in the past when they still maintained their secretive way of life.
A sacrifice? Where the fuck would I get a sacrifice?
Think of something. If all else fails, you can just steal the pig from the house of Hopkins the butcher. He is a real psycho. If you decide to go there, then be careful. He is very dangerous. Try to distract him and quietly steal the pig.
All right, I understand. I feel the night ahead will be fun.
Over and out.
Okay. This does make it sound like I have multiple paths I can take. I wonder if that is actually what will happen. So I have this. Ooh, yeah, he is holding that. Kind of weird, huh? And here. I have my shot. I feel like I have less ammo for the shotgun than I had in the other level, but maybe I'm wrong. Guy is a psycho. He is a psycho. No pickups, I guess. There's those weird, enormous caution which, again, has anyone ever seen these in real life? I have never seen something like this in real life. It's sort of one of those games that looks jank, but has all the other shit figured out. It's sort of that. I wouldn't say this is quite toward being a hidden gem, but mostly that's just to do with it being obviously pretty derivative of Resident Evil and Silent Hill, and also pretty derivative from other games that are derivative of Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm perfectly fine with that since I love both those games, but it's sort of a jankier hodgepodge of stuff from those series. But at being a jankier hodgepodge of stuff from those series, it's pretty fun. It's much more fun than you would expect just looking at the store page, I'd say. Because it looks like it may, like I've said, be just a straight-up asset flip, and it is not. It's actually... Okay, so that gate was locked. It's a hotel. Oh, dog's barking. Yeah, it's pretty decent. There's some stuff it could have done better. Game feel isn't really quite there. It feels a little clunky, especially when enemies get close. They probably should have just had a push or something. At the same time, I'm here. I've made progress. It's perfectly playable in that regard, and I'm actually having fun with it. It's that great mixture. Like, when it comes down to it, if a survival horror game has you shooting enemies and also solving puzzles, and both of those things are pretty reasonable, I'm probably going to enjoy it. And I'd say that's what this is. It's like, shooting guys is reasonable enough, just don't let them get too close. Solving puzzles is reasonable enough, and hit detection is a little...
It's good that I didn't have breakfast.
it's a little not quite right, but it's okay. Let's just save some ammo. There we go. Oh, and the mouse control is there's too much mouse smoothing. There should be 0 mouse smoothing. Mouse smoothing, ideally. Oh, speaking of good games, shoot, what is that? Fida Putti Samurai went out of early access, and it looks like it's just it's weeb bait. And then you play it, and it is so unashamedly weeb bait, but also very good. I highly recommend that if you like boomer shooter adjacent roguelikes and scantily clad anime girls. Oh, hey, it's this person again.
Look who's here, Elvis! And alive at that!
Old hag. Does your raven have nothing else to say? Or do I have to go and find something else for him to eat?
Yeah, go ahead and post a link.
Just say
Yeah, go for
that
it.
you smell of burnt flesh. That means that soon your ass will be cooked.
Tell him that I can rip his feathers out for these jokes. All right, I have to go.
What was the point of that dialogue? Oh, that's great. Okay, let's see what the games are. Mad Monkey. Ultra 6? What is that? Is that an S? Series? Cyberpunk. Another one of those. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. Fida Putti Samurai. Not the easiest name to remember. For me, what really sells that game is the fact that you have this really cozy house environment that you go back to every run, and you can actually get stuff to add to it and configure it in different ways, and like, I don't know, that's something about that's what really makes it work for me. Or not what really makes it work, but that's sort of what binds the rest of it together, if that makes sense. Oh, and you got a computer that you can actually interact with and like open different programs on it and change your wallpaper and stuff like that. Oh, a really cool little game. Godot's node system compared to, so it's, what do I think of Godot's node system compared to Unity's component system? I'm not sure yet because I haven't messed with it all that much. It's gonna take some getting used to, obviously. I like the idea behind it, but I don't know quite yet if I'll end up liking how I kind of like the idea that it's like, okay, this is just mirroring how code structure would be working, if that makes sense. Yeah, the premise is hilarious. I will say I'm not 100% on the main character. Like, I see what they were going for, but it doesn't quite work for me. But it's not a make it or break it thing. I'm just... oh, what was I doing? I was gonna check... I'm opening Steam tab. Here we go. So... can I pin this? Oh, you can't pin screenshots for some reason. That's weird. Maybe if I open it... no, just can't pin screenshots. Okay. The Mask of Sadness is in the clock tower at the city cemetery. Mask of Happiness at the hotel. The Guardian of this is crazy about puzzles. Okay. The Mask of Fear, need a sacrifice from the construction site. But I'm going to have to get the pig. I have to get the pig to sacrifice first. Cemetery is here. And I can't get in there without this. So I guess it isn't in any order. I guess let's go try the hotel. See what we can find there. Yeah, Unity could not pull a Unity again, but I am not going to risk it. Got a pretty good amount of M16 ammo. going the right way? Yeah. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Shame I don't have any explosives. Might be able to sneak up on this guy. Okay, got one of them, sneaky. Save some ammo. Oh, only one alerted.
Take that.
Shame, as soon as I shoot, the rest are gonna alert.
Try this, you beast. What? Like it?
Alright. Let's see. So that would be... Yeah, the arrow's pointing this way, so I guess we're down this street. Yeah, they have color TV! Yay!
Get it, bitch.
Yeah, the problem is making little minute adjustments is kind of hard because of the mouse smoothing. Yeah, learning any engine is really... It preps you for learning any other engine. Like, the more engines you know, the easier... Or the more experience you have with doing something in an engine or with any sort of programming language, the easier it is to move to another one. Office, which is open. Okay. Got the shotgun for close encounters. Key to room 5. All right. Anything else? No? Oh. Who are you?
Welcome.
Hi.
Many years ago, I died in this hotel. This is where my death mask is hidden. If you solve my 3 riddles, I will give it to you. But if you make a mistake, this hotel will get a new mask.
Okay.
Tell me the name
Whoa!
of a girl who was burned and sacrificed by the members of an ancient order.
Uh-oh.
These events allowed the evil to enter the town, and it plunged it into darkness. And now, the misty town on the hill sleeps calmly under a coating of ash.
I should have paid more attention to the story. Do you remember an hour ago when I said I don't really care about the story? Well, I should have cared about the story. What do you guys think? The name Alessa rings a bell, but I don't remember who it was. You think Caroline? Alessa is... Oh, maybe that's why it rings a bell. So should I try Caroline then? Hannah, definitely. I'll try Caroline. Ah! Oh, can I just fight him now? Oh! Ah! What? Okay. Oh! Oh, wow. Okay, I don't get another chance. Why am I in a cage now? Do they keep showing up or something? Oh, sorry, I thought I had died. That's a shame. I thought I would get another chance. Oh well. I wonder if he'll hit them. I doubt it, but... Ah, shoot. Alright, well... Yeah, I think I was running into the cages. That's why I was avoiding them. Okay, well, that spent a lot of ammo. Oh, well. I was already in there. The key to room 5. Puzzle solved! Okay, there's some ammo around, that's good. And some health around. I'm okay on health, actually. Time is it? 12:43. I'll probably wrap this stream up here pretty soon. Go down and eat some lunch. Okay, well they gave me some ammo. That's good. It's an interesting idea. It's like, well, hey, if you've been paying attention to the story, you can bypass this boss. I should have paid more attention to the story. Go Motel 5 or Motel Room 5. Random dead dude. Oh, that's a big mask. Oh, I can turn the things. Let's see what the texture is on the inside. Okay. Any other goodies in here? Nope. No other goodies. Okay, well, there's that mask. So, yeah, Miyazaki. that would be perfect in a FromSoft game. Like, hey, explain the lore now, and you can bypass this boss. Oh yeah, where is the color television? Oh, it's right there. I think that's the television. All right. Yeah, what, 143. I'll keep going until, or 12:45. It's 12:45 right now. I'll keep going until 1. That'll be a relatively even what was that, 2-hour stream. Can I get out? Yes. So that was the hotel. Guess let's head up this way. See what we can find there. Oh. There's something there. Ah. Louis Hopkins beefsteaks. Discovered that he's a bloody maniac. The mayor of our town is a bloody maniac. We all remember the Hopkins Eatery, which he opened in Rabbit Hole. The citizens were happy about the new establishment and often frequented this place. Also popular were his special beefsteaks. Due to their incredible taste, was it people? Yeah, it was people. Okay, only now it has come out that these beefsteaks were made of humans. It turned out that in actuality, Hopkins was not only a serial killer, but also at the same time a fierce defender of pigs. He became enraged that people kill these animals and use them as food. Sheriff Hubert stated that Hopkins felt pleasure while killing and dismembering his victims. In this way, he decided to seek vengeance on the people for eating pork. On the mutilated victims, he placed a mask with an image of a pig. Furthermore, he dismembered his victims and fed them in secret to the town's citizens, telling everyone that the meat was made using his own special recipe. At the present time, Hopkins has been placed in St. Edmund's Hospital in order to undergo mandatory treatment. The investigation is not over yet. The number of victims is still being determined. Okay. What is that place? Let's go in there. Okay, I'll go this way. I'm pretty sure I can get over there, can't I? Maybe I can't. I thought I got over there. Here we go, yeah. Just gonna try past all these enemies.
Wanna eat me? Yeah? Too bad I'm too tough to chew.
Flawless one-liner. Is this the construction site that it talked about? It attracted attention from outside. Try the shotgun. Maybe I should try sneaking also. Maybe I should try using the game's mechanics. The weapons don't sound the best for sure. There, dead. Bolt cutters! A staple of any good game. And a staple of any game that is trying to be like new Resident Evils. Gotta have a pair of bolt cutters somewhere. Okay, I think that's about it. I wonder if that would work on... I can't quite remember if the church... If the church had... Ooh. Okay. If I can jump through this. Shotgun.
This is starting to amuse me. It's good that I
Bit unreliable for a shotgun. I like the dismembering though, that's fun. They copy chop goblins. Oh, that must be the butcher guy's house, huh? What was that, north? Oh, I don't have a compass, that's right. How do I... Yeah, I don't think I can get to it this way. Is it over there? That might be it. So I have some bolt cutters and... Ah, tree wall. Okay. Health is... Well, I only have one health pack, so... Alright, what have we got here? An open gate? Where was the church? That's all the way back there. I'll investigate this stuff first. What time is it? I've got about 10 minutes. Probably should be sneaking, but... Oh. Hello, pig. Nope, can't use those. Okay. Guess we'll have to get a key for you, pig. So do I just have to kill the pig? Is there a special way I have to sacrifice it? Oh, magazine. Ghostly rocking chair. Ghostly TV. And this. So I believe we'd be looking for a key here, right? A key to get the pig out. Ah! Are those the pig masks? That's a big fireplace. Ah, look at these. Those are cool looking. Calendar, got dead guy parts. Got an unopenable door and another unopenable door. Okay. I guess let's check upstairs. Is this his house? This is the butcher guy's house. I'm pretty sure, because it has a pig face on the map. Ooh, health. Nice. Let's see. Dead guy stuff. Cut up dudes. Did terrible things. Gotcha. And... oh. Jump scare. Okay. Jump scare with ragdoll glitches. It's not a customary pairing, but it's an interesting one. Oh, I'm good at these. Just have to figure out what so this is probably up there. Right? Yeah. Where's the... that be this? Probably that. Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at these slide puzzles because there's a technique to them. Like they're a learnable thing. And then over here we'll need, I think, that. Yeah, the trick is, did I get that out of? Oh, right, because I need to move it back. Let's see. No, that's correct. Oh, it isn't correct. Right, I have the wrong one there. So we'll rotate this, put that in, and then rotate back. Yeah, these are like a once you know the technique for these, if you can figure out the order that the pieces go in, they're actually really easy to solve. I think this goes over there. So we'll rotate that in. And there. Almost. There we go. Okay, there's the pig key, it looks like. Gonna have another jump scare. Unconventional. That's the word I was trying to think up. Let's say it's an unconventional pairing ragdoll glitches with jump scare, but an interesting one. You hear kids in the background. So are you hearing kids in the background in the game, or are you hearing my actual kids in the background? Because am I picking him up? I am picking him up. Okay, because my kids are running around playing downstairs, so you might be hearing them. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh. Okay. The ghost ones can't be hurt, it looks like. They can be shot. Pig obtained, yeah. Ah, shoot. That's a lot of health. Maybe he's unkillable. There we go, not unkillable. So quick tip. One really simple thing you can do if you have a melee enemy that, like an enemy that rushes the player and hits them with a melee attack, one really simple thing you can do to make it so they're not just, you can't just sort of lead them like that, or no, I shouldn't say, you can still lead them, but one thing to do to make it feel a little better and not make it feel like they're just making a beeline for you is you can have them track to a spot nearby the player instead of tracking right to the player. Then, especially if you have a crowd of melee enemies, then they'll start doing a little more of a natural, almost looks like they're trying to cut you off sometimes. They'll spread out more naturally, and it feels a little bit better. That just made me think of that, because that was a little bit of a bottlenecking sort of fight. You just kind of lead them, yeah. Anyway, got a pig. Got the pig. Oh, I hate these interfaces. Look, I'm dragging to the right and he's turning the wrong way. Why? Okay. Can you make a marker around player and make it follow the enemy there? Yeah, usually what I really like the technique for a multitude of different things of, I don't know if this would work quite as well in Godot, I haven't really looked at it, but in Unity it's really easy to, you just sort of do a nav mesh raycast and find like, okay, what's a wall near the player or just a point nearby the player and move to there. Like most of the enemies in Dusk do that instead of just tracking the player. Because if you have enemies that just track where the player is, the player can group them together really easily. But if they're, I think some of them in Dusk also switch off, like they'll track near to the player and then they'll move to tracking near to themselves, maybe? I don't quite remember. But anyway, it's a really simple way to solve that problem. Not very sophisticated, but it's like, it's really useful. It's really not use. It works really well for not that much effort. Oh gosh, and yeah, I'm not gonna try and give you advice for how to make melee enemies with good wind-ups and attack animations and stuff like that, because I have no idea, and that's been a big problem I've run into with Butcher's Creek. Oh, I've been to this cafe. Okay. So I have a pig, I have bolt cutters, I have a mask. And it is 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna be done there, I guess. And next stream, we will figure out what, wrong button. We'll figure out what to do with all this stuff. Maybe not next stream. Next time I play this game, though. And which may be Friday. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. We're gonna have to do something fun on Friday. It might be playing more of this game, but now at this point I feel like I've messed up the schedule. So now I have to finish this on a messed up schedule. You know what I mean? Like, now that I've messed it up, I can't finish this game then on Friday. But, so Dark Souls 2 would be Friday, except that Dylan is not going to be back yet. I don't think. I talked to him, and it sounds like he actually isn't going to be back. Which is perfectly fine. He is having a great time in Japan, which is awesome. We'll just figure out something else to do. Maybe Elden Ring. Maybe I'll just stream some Elden Ring, because I'm trying to get a character to the point where they'll be able to start the DLC when the DLC comes out. But yeah, anyway, thank you everyone for showing up to the stream. And I will... Just got their implementation of achievements is a little odd because it seems to only send the achievement like callback when you, I don't know, like when you tab out of the game or maybe something. Anyway, so yeah, I will see everyone next stream. I think someone literally just joined. Where's my cursor? There it is. So I think someone literally just showed up. Sorry, stream's ending right now. VOD will be up on YouTube. And yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Bye.